you did start wording the lyrics to one of the Grandmaster Flash's classic.
This is turned off, so I'm just going to warm it up.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start you off with a peach Barty.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do a pour over.
Yes, this will be interesting because these are the types that I'm like. They're okay, but they're, again.
Always use filtered water, by the way.
What?
Because of we have a lot of chlorine in our water,
yeah. Okay.
which means that we want to use really soft water to be able to put on coffee. So yeah, always filtered water. So grab some food.
Yeah.
If I've roasted it correctly, it should give you the. Oh, this is different.
So where do you want all of this to go then? Like this.
Again, it's not about selling coffee. It's all about raising awareness for men's mental health and mental health. We've got some really cool stuff in the pipeline, but more importantly, when it's about coffee. It's about made to order, sourced. And trying to disrupt the way we think about coffee, being really clear that, there's definitely an issue and the business model is broken, because we do absolutely need to look at, from someone growing it for 4 years to us asking for a soy fucking latte, that doesn't add up. Like, you can't, when it comes to specialty is grown a specific way. It's prone to, rust and whatever. Like, all our coffees are singles, meaning they come from a single origin, but the way they're grown, mostly natural and organic, to be certified as an organic farm, that's like, hardcore, as a farmer to be able to grow stuff, which is really, really, interesting. Because these farmers go through so much and go through, putting all their money into growing, keeping something alive, when we just go to the cafe and ask for a flat white.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting with the farmers, and when we spoke to Grant, he mentioned it as well, saying that there's the farms are generational, and there's passed on down the line, and these farmers have relationships with the buyers. That also follow that same history, and so when they're trying to value their beans, they're saying, "But I've always given it to this guy at this price." So it's really interesting how you improve the process, because is it about giving more money to the farmer?
It's not. I don't think it's about money. It's just more about data, collecting more data. So being really, so the reason why we're speaking to Grant is because we're obviously riffing around how do we dial up a farm, meaning how do we put tech into a farm that's obviously still allows it to be sustainable, off-grid, so forth. But measuring how much water, the type of water, how much water you're putting on it, the growth rate, sun, all that, measuring, being able to pull all that data out of a farm to be able to go, right, that bean from, seed all the way through to, picking and drying went through all this entire process, and we've measured it. Could you imagine measuring a farm for a course of 10 years? You'd know which beans or which tasted good, sold well because of that, and then you obviously try and replicate that. Would be hard to do every time, but you would then, the more data we had along the way, end to end, we would be able to go, right, it's actually touched 50 people, and this is the price point, so forth.
And you could argue like that, it's a whole food and beverage supply chain is like that. You look at food sustainability and it's shocking, and so I've decided I'm going to reduce my meat intake, because there's all of these TV documentaries, some of them obviously factual, but they're one point of view. But one thing is that the population's growing. We need people are eating more meat than they've ever ate before, and it's not sustainable. So
100%.
so you need to, you know, what I want to see with not just coffee but with everything is like the origin of the source of food or drink or whatever, and then understanding what process it's taken to get to you, and what materials are used to either or feed is used to give to the animals, or
right.
You know, or how the beans have
100%.
been produced, and I think like more and more people want that kind of view on their food cycle.
Where it's been, what have you put in the feed? All that stuff matters.
The supermarket's paying people fairly. You know, you hear about the like milk, how you know, some of these farmers sell their milk for cost or under cost sometimes. You know, but that could be a volume game. So putting 1 cent on a, you know, making hardly any money on a milk may be because the supermarkets think, well, we're selling, you know, gallons and gallons of this for you, so we don't have to have a margin. But is it right? Does it help with their cost structures? So yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know enough about it, but that's something that I want to, you know, learn about.
Yeah, and you know, this whole coffee game is so new. So new because, you know, it's definitely.
So how come you're using that one because you don't want to mix it up with?
I quite like. I don't know. When it comes to pour overs and that type, this is same really precise grinders, but I just quite like this one. You're not gonna try and smell that? Try.
Yeah. That smells sharper than.
Well, it's fresh.
Okay.
Like literally off the press. So is that gonna? Let me just take that down. So 25 grams in is this recipe.
How many out?
350 out.
Wow.
As a long black type of pour. So I've just dialed it into 7. Again, I would need to play around with this to get it like perfect, but you'll get the gist. I'm just gonna so this is like a fancy way of making coffee, right? I'm just getting the paper taste out. Now smell that. So this is like a sweeter coffee. So, but again, it's really complex. So when we're talking about complexity, we're talking about this is still a bit hot. Oh.
I don't know why, but I just want to touch it. You know when someone says don't touch it, it's hot.
I touched that,
and you touch it.
It's really hot. It's really hot.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna let it
It's like when it says it wet paint, and you always go, "Is it wet paint?"
Yeah, smell that while I'm waiting for that to.
So what am I meant to smell?
Well, you tell me.
You tell me.
Well, different.
Because yeah, but like I said with the wine, you know, I can pick out the smells now, but that's because you do it multiple times. I don't really smell coffee that much. Okay. I find it, or not the ground coffee. It's definitely a lighter. It's not as that first one was a heavy. You know, even the.
No,
the
smell
colour.
that. Smell like have a. It's really clean and really clear. Like you can taste like fruit. In my.
Yeah, see, I can't get any fruit from that.
it's not like fruit. Your brain's going, oh, what fruits do I like? Banana, cherries. You know, that's not this. It's more aromatics of like a tea, like a herbal type of tea, right?
Yeah.
So let's do this experiment. We've got this. Actually, Rochelle loves different flavors of tea. Well, let's just do this. So, a bog standard Earl Grey.
Yeah, so that smells flowery. There's floral. It's a bit like there's a bit mintiness.
Now smell that.
Yeah, I can't define.
Because it's coffee.
Yeah, I smell coffee.
Yeah, because it's coffee, but there is hints of floral and fruit in there.
Yeah.
So this is what blows my mind. How can you grow a single origin in a certain way for it to taste a certain, like, have a certain profile? Like, nothing else is done apart from, similar to this would be wine, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, I will just do the bloom. So this is it.
So every time you make a cup of coffee, do you use your scales?
Oh, well, mate, when I do this one. All right. Now smell it. Whoop, yeah.
Yeah, I can't really, without sticking my nose right in it.
Yeah, go on.
I get what you're saying about the freshness compared to it smells crisper, if that's the smell.
Well, that's a profile. It's all about this profile. And then when you get this beautiful bloom, now smell it. It's going to go through a second phase.
To be honest, it smells very similar to what it smelled like. The smell hasn't changed.
Really?
I don't think so. What do you think? What do you think the difference is?
Well, to me, it tastes a lot more body, a lot more fruit. Hang on, I've got to turn this guy on. What have I done? Our automatic thing is just turn the machine off. Hang on. Oh, here it is. There we go. So this will blow your mind when you taste it. So I'm tasting, like, as per the black Barty that we tasted earlier, right? This is now more of a tea type of coffee. So smell that.
Yeah, I get the comparison to more of a tea type. There are like with tea where it smells more herbal than the other one.
Yeah.
Was a strong sort of coffee smell, whereas there is more herbal undertones.
Yeah. I didn't put enough water in. Oh, just plenty of water. But yeah, let that draw down. This is like a fancy way of making coffee, I suppose. The old school percolator days.
Yeah,
we all had one. But yeah, it's gotten very popular. It's a cheap way to make really good coffee. But when you get to like these really light roasts, you want to draw out the flavor more. And so when you pass water through it, versus something like that, you get a very different taste.
Okay, you think more flavour comes out?
Just different method.
Because that's obviously more intense. Like that's an intense.
Well, short.
Yeah, exactly.
It's and everyone's palate and taste is very different, right?
Clearly, my nose is very different because it's.
Everyone has different preference, which Which, you know, for me, it's just like, how can you rate a coffee when everyone's got a very different palate? When I say palate, the more different foods, different sensations you taste, your palate will grow, right? If you've been drinking $12 wines all your life and you start having an opinion about, you know, France and Bordeaux and all that sort of stuff, it's like, come on, man.
But you know what? It's interesting with the wine thing. So last...
it's not about the money, I'm saying,
but so last Saturday, we were at friends, and my mate pulled down a bottle of wine, and he thought he'd just got it from his virgin wine order. And anyway, it wasn't, and it was one that someone else had bought round, and they think it was a mistake, but it was $450.
Nice.
But when we tried it, so we decanted it, and it's interesting with the wines, when the price goes up, especially on the Shiraz, there is a very distinct smell and, you know, and sort of flavour to it. And just because it is interesting, like, why is that so much more expensive? When so Marie and Jenny, they didn't like it
brand.
Well, the brand, it was like
you know, grapes, variety of grapes.
But why is that flavour taste even more considered more expensive?
Well,
it was. I preferred it, and I would have said it was a.
Well, it's not. I think it's a lot to do with how much there's also available of this type of taste.
Yeah. And so I with wine I get that, like so my dad, he bought a bottle of $20 Henschke in 2000, and he kept it, and we opened it in 2020, and then I googled on Vivino'd it or whatever the price of it, and it was like $190 dollars, and obviously the price went up because through time anyway. But also because it was popular and there's less of them, and so I get that. Now what I don't get sometimes is when things are put out and they put a value on it straight away, and they're like, because of X, Y, and Z, and it all comes down to taste.
It's a you know, false economy of stuff that, you know, but like brand, you know, all that.
If it's more expensive because it was popular and it's less of it, I kind of get that. I get that economy. If it's, we think it's this price because we know better than you.
There's head makers, right? There's makers.
Yeah, master.
You know, smell that. The colder it gets, it's going to get more fruitier.
Yeah. So this would be interesting to see what I think of it, because I never have like I had the bag that you gave me. I had
this wasn't the peach.
No. You gave me the green Barty.
Don't like it that much.
No, but I filtered it, you know, and so I drank that, which is I rarely ever drink coffee like this.
Yeah, but this is so that you don't blow your socks off. This is a coffee that you would have. Here you go. So.
Thank you.
Sip it and then let it cool.
Yeah, okay. Well, I definitely get the tea flavour with that, and then if I...
Oh, no sugar.
No sugar, really?
Zero sugar. These are no sugar. You're like... Yeah.
But it's just not sweet enough.
That will need... Oh, that is extraordinary. That will need to cool down. No, it's still too hot. For you to taste the I can taste like apricots, like preserves.
Yeah, I just can't taste any sugar in it. It's no, I'm joking.
You just have a shit palate.
I just want I like sweet things, so I would normally have, you know, but it is nice. I do like.
I'm gonna give Rochelle a coffee. Get her out. Yeah, just sit on that. That at the end,
it's like it's subtle, and there's no it's not a bitter. It's not bitter at all.
This is like a croissant. This is one of my favorite profiles.
It's like very, very like, so I don't like coffee like this normally.
Yeah.
Because it's too
It's not your
bitter. It's not my thing.
Not your thing.
And but this is actually quite light, quite easy to drink. It's
still the same caffeine level.
Yeah.
So don't nail it all, but just let it cool down, and then you'll start getting taste. Now that will need about 7 days to degas to get the really good flavor. So I'm gonna I'm going to, where do I put the
there?
Oh, there. I'm going to let that degas for about 7 days.
And degas is what, where you put it in the
no, just let the oxygen come out of this.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's that. Now, I have a treat for you. The chocolate Barty. Look at that face.
I was like, what?
The chocolate Barty is gonna rock your world. Yeah. You'll smell that. You can definitely smell it. But it's acidic. Like you can actually taste.
Before it was roasted, it was a really, really strong chocolatey. So how many cups of coffee do you have a day?
Oh, one?
Oh, do apart from on Saturdays?
No, like one. One or two, that's it.
We've had about 3 already.
No, but we're tasting coffee. We're not like eating. We're not like drinking a full cup. This is tasting. I've just noticed ants in the... And I have not seen ants here for ages, so must be, it's going to rain. All right, so you rate that or not?
Yeah, I do. I thought that was, again, it's not the type of coffee I would ordinarily have, but if I, and being that I couldn't even normally drink a lot of those types of sort of filtered or pour over coffees, but that one I could, yeah.
Again, when it degasses, it'll that charcoal, just slight charcoal at the end, that will disappear. And so as that gets light, gets cooler, then more of the fruity flavors will come out.
Yeah.
So you've just finished an amazing meal. Well, you could pair with that.
Yeah.
Still the same strength.
So actually, with this type of coffee, with the right meal, I get it. Actually, because I wouldn't have the coffee, my double espresso, necessarily as a paired drink with my meal. But I think having different coffees like that with different stages of the meal would work, and it could actually just be your beverage. So people that don't drink alcohol, like what have they got?
Absolutely, 100%. So that's a beautiful coffee. Would you pay $28 for that?
Again,
if
the story was the right story and it was the experience was the right experience, and they explained it, like, would I pay $28 for a glass of wine? Not in a lot of places, but as a treat in some places I would. So the right environment, the right experience, you probably would.
Yeah, I see that. So again, different coffees, different varietals. That's just one. The reason why this is again so expensive, it's a specialty lot. There's only a certain amount of beans. Comes from Don Pepe, which is a famous Geisha farm. And this is like, if this was a natural, we'd be talking about $50 a cup.
Wow.
But because this is a washed, it's the way it's done. So if it was a natural, a lot more of the fruit would come out of that. But this is just, what it is.
I still think I'm still not bought into the descriptions of the coffee with fruit. That's what I can't buy into that at the moment.
But you will actually. No way. I reckon if I gave you a peach, you would go, "Oh yeah, I get it."
Yeah, maybe. And this is the thing. I need the comparison.
Need the comparison, but and then I just bring it back. I know this is quite contradictory, but every person's different. That could taste something different to you than what it does to me. But there's sweet, in my head, there's sweet. I know it's still bitter, but there's sweet forward pieces.
That's the bit that I struggle with. when you're saying it's sweet, and I'm going, yeah, it's just not as bitter as it's less bitter. Like,
You're a classic. That's blue. Let's just go. Let me find the chocolate Barty. What do we? Peach, Guatemala. The Dominican Republic. I'm going to have to dial this one in as well.
Yeah, because I'm buzzing again. No,
I knew you would be.
I've got to check let's see my heart rate now. 62, it's not too bad.
5th of June. And
we're doing the spike.
Dominican Republic. Okay, the Dominican Republic, and so this is the 5th. It's 1902, 1927, and this one was the 1905.
And then do you input this anywhere?
No,
you just put it in your book?
I just write it in my book.
For someone that's like so tech-based,
I know.
it's...
I don't know.
Because how do you then compare?
Well, I do. I go through this and I
in your head?
Yeah.
Are you like the Rain Man?
Yeah. Can't you tell? I'm a bit dysfunctional. On the scale of autistic.
Yeah. I've always said that. You've definitely got
autistic trait. Mate, look at that coffee. It's just hit the spot. The Dominican Republic, where is it? Shit. I lost my place. Oh, here we go. So on the niche, I'd put in 19.7 on the niche. So we'll go.
And what's this
grams,
again? The grams.
At 10 points on the niche, and then we got 40 out for a double shot. I'll play around with that so you can get that creamy. But the thing is, you're not going to get the perfect espresso taste because this hasn't degassed. So it probably needs about 7 to 10 days degas. So I'll give you this so then you can make it home, and then you'll see a very different profile.
But I can't make an espresso at home.
I know.
Really?
I know you can't, but the way you make your... I'll give you the filter.
I've got the filter. Yeah. And then what I do is I pack it as tight as possible.
Yeah.
And then I drip the water through quite slowly to try and get it.
Yeah.
But it's
what you should get yourself. Actually, I'll go get that for you. It's grab yourself a Bialetti, which is like it's like a spout. You put it on like a mocha pot.
Yeah.
And you put it on your stove, and it just drips out like proper espresso.
Okay.
I'll grab you one. I think they're quite cool. I'll put it. Actually, I haven't got that in our store. So 19.7. So what I will do is just dose this. So this was at 10. I reckon. Yeah. Let's just see what happens at 10. I'm really looking forward to doing this because last time I slightly over roasted it, and that roast today was perfect. What I noticed on milk, when you do this on milk, you don't need any sugar or anything, and it tastes like a biting into a chocolate, like a block of chocolate.
See, this is where I disagree with you. I just think you just haven't got a sweet tooth.
I do. I really do.
You're telling me things are sweet, and I'm not getting any sweetness. It's just less bitter.
Oh, how good's that? Boom.
Right, so that smells exactly like dark chocolate, like
doesn't it?
A real bitter
single
dark
origin.
Chocolate. Yeah.
Single origin.
Yeah.
How good's that?
So if you add sugar in, it's going to taste like a lovely milk chocolate.
Oh mate. So I'm gonna maybe. That's so interesting. Like your face just went boom. That's definitely my taste.
That's the caffeine kicking in from the last one.
No. So I'm 19.7. A bit too much. No. So let's see what happens here. This might take a couple of grinds to get it perfect for your 1-to-1. We got enough water. This is one of my favourite beans, mate. My favourite beans. I love that I've been able to pick. I knew you'd like this one or that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's the other one lot that you?
I just put them in there.
Oh,
Well, it's ground with the other stuff, so now that whole grind's come through with one bean.
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
Because how do you clean that anyway? It can all come apart and you
it doesn't need to be cleaned, but this particular grinder is quite famous for the way it grinds. So a lot of cafe grinders, you have to purge a lot to get the last coffee through. Where this is such a cool grinder, and because I use these in kind of.
And I guess that's why they stick to just one type of.
In a cafe. Yeah. It's really hard to remove the old grind or flavour. So you need a couple of, obviously. I am really excited about this. I hope I hit the mark.
Yeah, so do I. Otherwise, I
mean on this grind. I know the profile's going to be fucking amazing, but I wonder if I need to dial it in a bit further for your Josh taste.
Yeah. My Italian Italian taste.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I think under. It's too watery. See? Yeah. See how it just.
Yes.
So that was 10. It needs to go down at least 2 points. Don't drink that, but just smell it.
Yeah, I've got a bit of hashish then as well.
How do you know what it tastes like?
No, the smell of it.
Oh, the smell of it. So I might just bring that down to 9.
But no, it's really retained the smell, hasn't it? From the bean to the roast to that.
I still like it.
Still looks good though. You can see, it's like the legs. I like it where you've got legs.
Have you still got that one?
Yep.
Now taste it.
I'm literally going to be buzzing.
That's all right. You're cycling. Taste it. Don't drink it. Tartness at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially when because with this you can swill it around your mouth, whereas with the other ones, it was really
now you
sharp.
can tartness.
Yeah.
How good's that?
And then I don't know what it is. There's something, some sort of on the top of the palate, which is like a.
Yeah, correct.
I don't know. I'd call it a bitterness, but you'd call it something else.
It's sweet. Well, it's tart, sweet type of fruit in my head. I don't know what's yours.
It's really tart actually.
Yeah.
So let's go lovely with some sugar in it. Just think, this is a thing. So iced tea. What is iced tea?
Well, it's it's water and sugar and tea.
Exactly. Iced coffee.
How many people drink that?
Millions.
I know.
Millions.
Why?
Because of the sugar and the tea. And so iced coffee, a lovely posh coffee with a bit of sugar in it, would be perfect.
Yeah. All natural, from origin.
Yeah.
Tastes like sugar in it, but there isn't any. So it's good for you, and it helps with depression. Did you know about that?
But it doesn't taste like there's any sugar in it.
Just because you've got a shit palate.
It's not the palate. It's but I think with the taste and a bit of sweetness added to it, I would drink that.
All right, put some sweetness in it. Let's just see what happens. There's in there. You don't drink anything with sweet in it, but this is going to blow your mind because you won't need to put sugar in it. Yeah. Oh. Now it's drinkable.
Yeah, that brings it much much better. It's like, so the bitterness is gone, and I can taste more of the flavour in it. It's like,
You're making shit up.
no, I'm telling you, it's so much better with a bit of sugar in it. It's like, because it balances it. Because otherwise, the coffee is bitter, and you want that bitterness to be balanced off. If you have a,
I reckon this one here that I'm going to give you now, you won't need sugar. I promise you'll be like, no, this one doesn't need sugar.
I'll need something to bring me down. I'll need that.
All right. So that's now on 9 points. It might have to go down even further. We'll see. I'm running out of cups.
Yeah, we've definitely had more than one cup of coffee. It's
Okay, here we go. Oh, I reckon it's going to have to go down further. Let's see.
I don't know. Looks pretty good.
It's quite fast. It's
Yeah, but
way too fast.
Look how thick it is.
Yeah, I reckon
kind of
I'll have
creaminess.
to, let's go again. I reckon this is definitely, you can taste that now, but just go like a good wine, and that's it. I think it needs to go down another 2 points.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
2 might be too much, but
I reckon it'll go another. I reckon it'll go another half.
I can't drink that if I'm drinking another one.
Yeah,
otherwise
so just tip it out.
Do you want to drink it?
Do you like the smell of that?
Yeah, through the haze of my caffeine high, I'm. It's nice, but again, for me,
That's awesome.
with the sugar in that would be delicious.
That's really good.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't think you need to come down.
Give us some water. I just want to make you that double shot espresso that you love. That's quite bitter, and then, oh, that's so good.
But that's what I mean.
Bitter, like chocolatey bitter.
Yeah, exactly. So you add some sugar in it to balance off the bitterness, and then you get all the flavour as well.
All right, let me grind some more. Far out! I can't believe it. I've just dialed in. Let's go again. 8 points, 19.7.
There you go. Then. That's it.
The grind, when it grinds, it leaves about 2 grams off. So you gotta up the. You're alright for water.
I am like feeling a coffee high. I'm amazed you don't get any sensation of it's. So when you said about
No, I do. Like I'm. I don't know. Like I think the reason why I connected coffee and mental health together because it starts conversation. So that's sort of gimmick for me. Like we're standing here just riffing, talking, and it feels quite natural. I think coffee is just a really good connector around that. The overdose of caffeine, sure, everyone metabolizes coffee differently. But
so that's where, how does, like, when you say metabolizes, so what
there's a certain amount of coffee in your blood that you can have that triggers certain...
And what are the triggers for a fast, is it just like anything like a fast, if you've got a fast metabolism, you're going to...
Process it a lot quicker.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's
still going to send you high, but my view is...
Does it quicker? Where's a steadier release for...
My view is what's going on with you that's triggering the anxiety. My view is what's going on in your life before you have coffee. Whether coffee triggers that for you to get anxiety, then that's something you need to be aware of. And that's why I'm trying to, demystify around this whole coffee thing. All right, 19.7, boom. All right.
So this could go great with, make an espresso martini or...
This is probably not a good one. I reckon.
Not specifically this one, but I mean, like that's what coffee should,
Yeah.
Like, what other alcoholic coffee drinks are there?
Well, the one that we've made for the guys at 25.4, it tastes like a whiskey in a can.
Yeah.
And it's all natural, no alcohol.
Which defeats the point, but...
no, it doesn't.
No,
Some people don't want to drink.
I know.
It's so funny. All right, this better be the fucking one.
Yeah,
Can't believe I've just dialed in 3 coffees to get you a perfect Josh Thompson special. He probably won't even drink.
Oh no, I will, and then I'll collapse and start shaking.
No, but when can you explain what you feel when you get to a place where it's not manageable?
So it's like basically, it's manageable. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just that my head is a bit buzzy. I can feel my heart rate feels like it's increased.
Yeah. That's why you're cycling home.
Yeah, exactly. I might do some loops of the park as well.
All right, here we go. Josh Thompson special. This is going to fucking work. I hope it works. There we go. There we go. Still pouring slightly over.
I don't think you...
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. That's. So drink. Just taste that, and I'll make a soy on that. What's that taste like? And I'll show you that I might even convert you to milk in a drink.
Well, so piccolo, I imagine I could drink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a...
It's acidic. It's got the acidity in it.
Yeah, and that chocolate, that real bitter chocolate sort of smell that I had, it's not translated in the taste as much, so it doesn't taste as much of chocolate as it
but it will
as it smell.
If I make you it on milk, obviously it's a soy. That'll be a very, very different profile. Like that'll be that chocolate, that bomb that we've been talking about.
So you use soy, do you?
Yeah, I'm the plant-based. I don't know, I've always have been. I'm not lactose tolerant.
Yeah,
you know.
It's funny. I don't drink milk really, so I'll never have it.
Yeah. But like a thick chocolate type of,
Yeah. So you add a bit of milk in this, put some sugar, and you've got your milk chocolate.
Yeah. You've had way too much coffee. I could probably have another proper one.
I don't think I'm going to be able to drink all of this.
Really? I'm not massive on latte art, but we'll see what we can do.
Oh yeah, that's it. Don't do.
Yeah, I'm making me a coffee, mate.
Oh, is this you?
Yes.
Ah.
But you can taste some.
Yeah, you really need to work on the art there.
Oh mate, I'm shit at latte art. But that's a cappuccino. A nice cappuccino. La Marzocco cappuccino. And if I'm going to taste this, probably need some sugar.
Yeah, actually, you know what? So I could drink, because that is like a milkshake, like I said, the texture.
Now put some sugar in it. And that back palate, I quite like because it's like so, like dark chocolatey. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, so then so there you go. Yeah, now that tastes like a milkshake.
But a dark chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, but not because we've put the sugar in.
Oh.
Yeah, that is
That's special.
yeah.
That's one of my favourite cups. That's why it's in our store. But yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Amazing.
So that's
How do
interesting.
you-
That's the first time I've had coffee with milk ever.
Yeah.
Because or not milk, sorry, but
It doesn't even taste like soy.
no, it doesn't. Because I'm not a massive soy milk fan. But yeah, that doesn't taste.
Yeah, exactly. So again, how do you go, well, I think I'm a soy latte type of guy, when you've never tasted like real coffee, or certain coffees that are specific to certain ways they've been roasted for coffee, or for milk, or for pour over, or whatever.
Yeah, that's really nice. I am completely like
You're jacked.
I am not sleeping tonight.
No,
this is the problem that I have. So I know that if I have a coffee, so again, it's fine if I've gone out for lunch or something like that. But if you're not drinking and then you have a coffee in the afternoon, like my sleep, I do not sleep as well.
I think it would have to do a lot with just trying to not, like, if you've not metabolized it, then if you haven't gone for a run or whatever, I feel fine.
Yeah, and you know, when I go if I do a big bike ride, I can have a couple of coffees and that's fine. Yeah, and then I guess it flows through.
So there you go. That's pretty much it, mate. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm glad I blow your socks off.
They blow my mind with all that caffeine.
I know we haven't seen each other for ages, but yeah, it's been good to hang out. Now you get a real sense and trueness to what specialty coffee is all about. It's not a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
It's not a Barty gimmick, because I know Marie said, mate, you're so random. You've just started a coffee company, like, and everyone's like, they're now tasting the coffee. They're like, fuck, it's actually really good.
Yeah, that's good. And then the canning.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get time to can. You've got to rock and roll, don't you?
Time. Fuck, yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. But I will send you some of that coffee. Definitely the Dominican Republic, I reckon, is your treat. I'll try and work out how to kind of replicate that milkshake.
Yeah.
So what we've actually got, before we cut this, what we've got is these things we get with your Barty minis. See these guys?
Yeah.
You get this guy, so you can use it at work or at home. And what it is like this thing that you put on your cup.
Ah,
and
okay,
put the beans in, and then you can have a onesie.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'll send you some of those. I'll wait for that Ziga, and I'm definitely going to put that into. I reckon Marie would like that. I'm going to put that into.
She's a soy latte.
Yeah. So I'll put that into a can for you and see what you guys think.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. You've been a legend.